I might as well stay here in this Raider outfit and give you my review of Joker 2 Folie à Deux. That's right. I just made a video on my channel, and then I thought about my next video should be a Joker 2 Folie à Deux review video. So I'm going to do it here. I got the setup, the mics are going. Let's get it done. Well, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, the like, the subscribe button. Consider becoming a member of the channel for early and exclusive content such as this. And got donation portals down below. I got Cameo available. I got merchandise available as well. If you'd like to get a sweet, sweet autograph from me, all the information is down below. All right. Joker 2. Folie à Deux. Ah, shit, it's a musical. It stars Lady Gaga. How did they sell out? How did they do that? These woke MFers? Ridiculous. Man, Joker, the first one was so damn good. It was a case study in mental illness. Man, Joker 1 was so good. Now we have to have a musical starring Lady Gaga as well? Oh, damn. In the shallow. In the shallow. The movie came out. It tanked. It got buzzwords all alike. It got reviews. I didn't like it. It was a musical. It was kind of boring. Oh, it was nothing but talking and singing. Barely any action. Oh, it was a case study. Okay, we heard you loud and clear. Now hear it from my perspective. I am an actor. I grew up an actor. I understand the ins and outs of reading lines. And I am a musical fan. I've always loved Broadway. Why? Because music and acting go hand in hand. That's why a lot of actors are musicians in a band. They're lead singers or of the like. They're poets. They're artists. What does that have to do with Joker 2, Michael? It's a Batman movie. Well, we all loved Joker Part 1. We all loved learning who he was. And there will be spoiler alerts in this video, so you be warned. But I recommend watching the movie and then come back and watch this review. Was I pissed off to hear that it was a musical? Yes, I was disturbed. I didn't know how that would work. Was I upset when I heard Lady Gaga is in it playing Harley Quinzel? And it's a musical? You're goddamn right I'm pissed off. But she was the top tier talent at that time. And now she's almost trying to win Academy Awards. She's singing at the ceremonies. And you know Todd Phillips, the director of Joker. I've met him on many occasions. Played poker with him on Evolution. I've auditioned for Old School and many movies that he did. Never got the part. Why not, Todd? Believe in me, Todd. I'm a better actor than you even think, if given the opportunity. Todd. Sound like the kid from Terminator 2. All right, Todd. But Lady Gaga is the it name. And sometimes to get a film budgeted, the studios put an it name on that project. Lady Gaga was that it name. What does the term folie à deux mean? Well, I'm not going to give it to you verbatim, but it has something to do with like an illness, mental illness, or the crazy that goes from one person to the next. One person to the next, or it spreads. Look it up. I'm pretty sure I'm correct. So that's what's telling you this movie is going to do. Joker 2 could also mean a second Joker. Folie à deux means something is going to spread, the mental illness, etc. But it's a musical and all that. So let's get to the brass tacks, the bee's knees. When I started watching this movie, I waited a long time because it was a musical with Lady Gaga. But I was like, let's do it. Today's the day. All the characters on screen reminded me of the other characters. Then I started witnessing how mentally ill this person is. Then, when they did start singing music, it wasn't original songs. It was songs from other musicals in the past that this main character would have watched and loved and listened to, because that's what this character fell in love with. He fell in love with TV and personalities and musicals. That was his way of thinking, and in his life, those are his emotions. So when they sang a song, the song had the verbiage from the exact emotions that that character or characters were feeling at that given moment. It all fit. So you listen to the song, you recognize it as a classic old one, but now the words mean something different because they're used in the Joker context of the world. Like, I found love, whatever the words are. When he meets Lady Gaga, when the saints go marching in. That's a song about war. Put it in the context of this movie. So, rewatch the movie and listen to the words of the song and witness the actors' emotions singing that song and what they're living and the pandemonium around them for that song. It is fucking beautiful. It is brilliant. Instead of acting, you're listening to the words and trying to place it in their emotions and look in their eyes at any given moment. Now, this movie was a courtroom drama. Isn't real life a courtroom drama with everything? Publicity, becoming famous, killers becoming famous. What's his name? Michael Mangione or whatever this guy's name is that they love? Joker 2 took aspects of real life on how somebody would actually become the Joker. A maniacal, cynical, mental killer. And we're watching, through this movie, we're watching more of the mental stuff and how he is built. Then we also have another character that climbs into his life to want to go on board of that ride. Harley Quinn. She manipulates and does all this stuff just to meet him, to get in his life. She uses her power, her prowess to get into his life. That's maniacal as well. That's another form of mental illness that she has. And again, there are spots in this movie where I'm like, how the hell did she get in his room to have sex with him into his prison cell? How the hell did he get pregnant? Stuff like that. I told you I was going to give y'all spoilers. But this lady manipulated the Joker at every turn. So she could become famous, but she never wanted to be the sidekick. She wanted to be the main person. She wanted to make a name for herself. I don't know how she got front row seats in every courtroom after she blew up the outside of the prison. She caught it all on fire. Remember that? She climbed the wall and then she checked herself out. Did they not have cameras to find out that she set the fire? I don't know how she got away with all that stuff. Again, it could all be a dream. It could be a conspiracy. I don't know. But it's fascinating. It's fascinating to watch how the Joker got manipulated from love when all he was giving was hate in the previous movie. All he wants to do is be loved and adored, and he wants to be a star and them to listen to him. Then he loses it all. Throughout this entire movie, she takes it all away from him because he's going in and out, and she only wants to fall in love with the Joker. So she takes the love away from him. He found his life in jail, thinking his life was over. He found it with her presenting a little bit of love and affection toward him. Then he got the Joker swag back. Then she started manipulating him Then the Joker came out and all that. Then, through the courtroom process, he realized that he's hurting people that some of the only people that actually loved him and cared for him in his life. Like that little midget character. But still. So he started weighing, should I be the Joker? Should I be this other person? He has two people inside there. Which one does he want to be? And this courtroom process and everything was all a test as well from the Lady Gaga character, Harley, to find out who he really is. If he's going to be Joker 90% of the time, or if he's going to be 50-50. And then when they do the musicals, they have the prison mate sing-along and all that. And he started to become popular. The entire world was starting to wear Joker costumes, watching the live stream broadcast of the court case on TV. I mean, let's be honest, that is a stupid decision anyways. You're only going to make somebody that's already crazy, and more popular by doing that. But that's what's going to happen with this Michael Mangione character in real life, whatever his name is, that knocked off the CEO, if it really happened. That's a story for another day. But we're going to have a court case, going to be live on TV, like the Johnny Depp trial. Everybody's going to watch it. It's fascinating. We all love it. This movie just had everything from real life of how the world is with mental illness and everything in it. And then it placed music from other soundtracks and other movies in between there, because that's who the Joker is. Now, I'm sure there was a lot of other things that I had in my head to explain why this movie is so brilliant to watch. You're watching the process of mental illness get bigger, start to be healed, to come back, and all the pain and the trauma that comes from it, from one other person taking on this disease, this mental illness. When they even asked the Lady Gaga character, Harley Quinzel, what are you guys going to do when you get out? Oh, he will be free, and we're going to build a mountain. What does that mean? She was already building a mountain from the beginning. She was the villain to Joker. She never loved him. She loved the idea and the talent and the fascination of Joker. And when she started to prove that he wasn't all in, she decided to become all in. She became the Joker since he was in prison. Fascinating movie to watch of the journey and how everybody is manipulating everybody. The guards, the Joker. Nobody can be real. And knowing the Batman story, you know why the Joker is the ultimate villain. From all of this stuff that's been done to him. So that's what we get to watch through these movies. We get to watch all the pain and then how he deals with it through musicals in his head. All of this pain and tragedy. It's all there. And it just got worse while he was in jail. You see? Now he fell in love with something officially, and they loved him back. And then they even tried to pull a parent trap and pretend they were pregnant to think he was going to be a father, which is something he probably always grew up wanting to be. And they took that away from him. They manipulated him. They lied to him. This movie is a fascinating journey on the shit other people do to create the villains of our time. Where they're not really a villain, but they become a villain through what is done to them. So can you fault them? It's a fascinating journey. Now, spoiler alert, the way this movie ended, and now I'm going to speculate, I'm going to give conspiracy theories. Watch the ending again. Does the Joker die? Or doesn't he? Did Harley Quinzel order a hit on him to take over? We already know that there's going to be Joker fake ones out there in the streets, like the two guys that were in the car that tried to help Joker out when the prison with the prison break or the courtroom break. We all know that the Joker army has officially started, and Harley Quinn is the one in all the papers as being his girlfriend. So now in the news, if Joker is dead, she becomes the de facto leader. So did she order the hit? Was she in on it the whole time? Did she kill him because he wasn't the Joker? That he become the other, simpleton that he was? Now, the person that killed him, they showed him, technically killed him. I don't know if he's dead. That's just my opinion. But the person that killed him was, throughout the movie, they showed him in little clips watching and observing. Then after he stabs the Joker multiple times and the Joker falls bleeding, watch the character that stabbed him. He's laughing and watching. Then it's blurry. While the Joker is technically dying, he takes the knife that stabbed the Joker and then he cuts his mouth into the Joker smile. He cuts both sides of his mouth into the Joker smile. Now blood and everything is going to come there and it's going to look like the Joker smile. And he's the one that possibly took out the Joker. Is he the next Joker? Is he Joker number 2? Did the Joker live? Is he going to come back for revenge? But that mental illness that we talked about in the beginning of this video, Folie à Deux, Joker 2, played itself out the entire story, and now that mental illness and the Joker ideology and the Joker mind frame is now out in the world with Harley. It's in the jail with this gentleman that killed the Joker or didn't kill, or the Joker will come back after barely surviving, and then that's why he officially becomes the Joker, and he's not 50% the other character, that he's now 100% the Joker that we know and love from the comics and all that, because of all this trauma that we witnessed. That's why in the Batman movie, he's singing and dancing in the first Batman, 1989. I love this movie. Made a lot of sense to me. It could go anywhere from here. I do not hate the fact that it was a musical, that they used musical songs from other movies. There might have been one original or two in this movie because they want to have an Academy Award original song for hopefully Lady Gaga to win. Of course they want that. So there might have only been 2 originals, but the rest were classic musical scores or songs, and I absolutely loved it. I loved it. It was a journey into the psyche of a madman and why he's mad and why he becomes madder. And then how everybody takes on that mental illness and it spreads like wildfire. Some could be said that's why they call it ISIS or, all of those other outlets or, whatever, that everybody feeds on it and they become that. So, even with the possible death of the Joker, that's the beginning and the birth of the Joker, if you understand what I'm saying. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. That's my thoughts on the movie. I want to watch it again. I want to see things that I didn't see the first time. I thought it was fantastic. Todd Phillips, if you do see this, I think you did a brilliant movie. And you shouldn't have to defend the artistic nature of the way you did it to the people that don't understand it. You did make some weird decisions. Anybody in their right mind could have played the Lady Gaga character. She didn't do that fantastic of a job. I mean, she's great at everything she does, but because you hired Lady Gaga, and then it was called a musical, and there was musical moments in it, the crowd went sour on it before they could even understand what it actually was trying to accomplish. It's my opinion. I loved it. I hope you guys can watch it again from my perspective and maybe get a different feeling. I'll see you on the next review. If you got a movie you'd like me to review that a lot of people hated, that you absolutely loved, let me know in the comments down below, and I guarantee you, sometime in my life, I will go out and watch that movie on your behalf and maybe do a review.